Well, yeah, welcome to another exciting episode of Topless Tom's Garage. I'm Tom, this is my beard, and I'm going to make picture frames out of old IKEA bed slats. I know you got some because those motherfucking things break all the time. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with bed slats, that's a bed slat. Pretty long. I've already broken these up, but they go underneath your bed and support your mattress. So what are you going to do with them? Probably throw them out, recycle them, I don't know, or make them into a gorgeous frame. Here's how you're going to do that. Step one, measure your distance. But Tom, I don't know how much to measure for. If my sides of my print are 24 by 36, what do I do? Well, that's easy. You take a 1/4 inch off of each side and you have 23.5 by 35.5. Yeah, we'll do that. Measure those out. That's going to be the inside of your picture frame. And cut. So I already cut this side. So this is the inside of my picture frame that I'm going to measure out 23.5 inches. Cool. And I know it must feel like magic, but look at that. 23.5 inches on the inside edge, outside edge, I don't give a fuck what it is. Now, to make 2 of these, just lay this over top of your other piece and measure and cut, or mark the line and cut. It's easy. Do the same thing for the long side, and then you've got something that looks like this. Looks exactly the same, but a little longer. Cool. So now I have 2 short, 2 long sides. They fit together. They make a nice little rectangle. And how is the image going to fit in there? Well, we need to do a rabbit, and that is a little cutout that looks kind of like a big old little old L in the back of the picture frame. So when you put your print in, it sets into it, fits in flush, and the corner of this will only cover up a little bit of your print. How do I do that? Next video. You're going to want to use your table saw. That's this thing right here. You're going to want to use your guide. You're going to measure out how deep your print is, plus maybe a 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, just a little bit more. And remember how we measured that extra 1/4 inch? Well, you're going to account for that 1/4 inch now by setting your blade to a 1/4 inch and then doing 2 cuts so that you're a 1/4 inch in from the print and you're a 1/4 inch deep, or maybe a little more than a 1/4 inch. I don't know how deep your print is. That's up to you to figure out. And just like magic, like I planned it all along, there's our rabbit. Now I made mine a little bit deeper because I fucked up my dimensions and whatever, it happens. But there's where our print is going to sit, right in that little channel. So when we put the whole rectangle together, it'll sit right in. Cool. So now I've got all my rabbits cut. Now I need to assemble them on my table into a nice picture frame. Then you can use clamps and glue it up, or like I used to, my Craig jig, and that gives you these nice diagonal little screw holes that are going to be hidden, so they're going to be behind the back. So let me go ahead and glue this up, put it together, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Poof, it's magic, I know. So here is what the Craig jig does. It allows you to do these nice little pockets. They're perfect. Or you can alternate them depending on how much space you have. I did both so you guys could see both. I also put some glue in there, wood glue specifically. I like to use Tight Bond because that shit holds forever, pretty much. Sand, stain, maybe put some finish on there, whatever you're feeling, and put that beautiful print in. Speaking of print, what print should I use? All right, this is one of my favorite photos from years ago with Dan King and Rachel King. We were exploring Rocky Mountain National Park. We came up to the top of a mountain, and I was channeling my my inner Ansel Adams on this one. I feel like it came out pretty well. So there you go, guys. A picture frame in less time it takes to eat lunch. Easy. All it took me was, well, it cost me a table saw. I need to get a new one of those.